All right. All right. Well, I can see you.
Take what's mine. Hey, nothing you can say. Nothing's gonna change what you done to me. Now it's time to shine. I'm gonna take what's mine.
Ooh, yeah.
They try so hard to follow, but no one can. Inside you're all so hollow. You understand. Hey, nothing you can say. Nothing's gonna change what you've done to me. Now it's time to shine. I'm gonna take what's mine while you're burning inside my life.
Yeah.
I gave and you take and I waited for you, but I made a mistake. It's clear that your fear is so near because I see the look on your face. You tried to hold me under, I held my breath. Alone and now you wonder, would I possess? Nothing you can say, nothing's gonna change what you've done to me. Now it's time to shine, I'm gonna take what's mine. Take what's mine. Hey, nothing you can say, nothing's gonna change what you've done to me. Now it's time to shine, I'm gonna take what's mine. You gotta pray my They try so hard to follow, but no one can. Inside you're all so hollow. You understand. Hey, nothing you can say. Nothing's gonna change what you've done to me. Now it's time to shine. I'm gonna take what's mine while you're burning inside my life. I gave and you take and I waited for you, but I made a mistake. It's clear that your fear is so near because I see the look on your face. You tried to hold me under, I held my breath. Alone and now you wonder, would I possess? Hey, nothing you can say, nothing's gonna change what you've done to me. Now it's time to shine, you're gonna burn in the light. Hey, nothing you can say, nothing's gonna change what you've done to me. Now it's time to shine, I'm gonna take what's mine while you're burning inside my life.
Yes, sir.
Yo, chat, what is up, guys? Chris here, aka Chris 2, back with another stream. Welcome back to another podcast. And I got today, once again, with me, the one, the only, that boy Alex. He is back with us. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. And yeah, man, I've just been a little bit better. Life has been full of ups and some downs throughout
Yes.
this year, but today I'm actually doing a lot better than I was the previous couple of days.
Yes.
So yeah, I do appreciate you for having me.
Alright. With that being said, I got something to show y'all, actually. I got a little surprise to show y'all, and y'all gonna be the first ones that are gonna see it. So, Alex, are you ready for this?
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Bang! Oh my! We got the We Call Sports Podcast Championship. Let me explain myself, because I know some people are confused. All right, why the fuck you got a belt, bro? Let me explain to you. So I'm involved with a I don't know if I should say like a group, but yeah, let's just say like a group, actually. But yes, I'm a member of that podcast. You can follow them, link in the description. I'm gonna be involved with them on Saturday. And yes, this is called the We Call Sports Podcast Championship. But what we do there is we do predictions. So for each WWE POE that happens through the entire year, we always defend this championship, and whoever wins the prediction. So let's say, for example, the one that's happening at WrestleMania, whoever gets the most right at WrestleMania is gonna walk out with this championship. And I currently have it. I won the championship at Elimination Chamber, thanks to my boy Randy Orton, who fucking won that main event. Thanks to Randy Orton, because a lot of people went with Cody Rhodes and they fucking failed, and I got it right. So yes, and you want to be involved with us, let me know. But the thing is, I don't know if like we can give you like the championship unless you're in Puerto Rico, so that's the thing. so that's gonna be a little rough. So yeah, the people that are there right now is currently those who live in Puerto Rico right now, as of right now. But yes, I am the current champion, so this stays with me on my shoulder. Look at that beautiful belt. It is heavy, by the way. This is my first time I'm literally have a replica belt on my shoulder. So yeah, it is fucking heavy. That's all I can say. But yes, it was fucking beautiful. I'm gonna post the video tomorrow. They already gave me the approval that I should post it tomorrow. It's gonna be up there on my socials, and I think it's gonna be great. So we're gonna get things going with that, and podcast on Saturday too. So if you haven't followed We Call Sports Podcast already, make sure you do so, and click the link in the description so you can check out all the content possible. It's not just wrestling that they do. They do basketball, they do golf, they do baseball, boxing, etc. They do every sport, but that's only basically if you understand Spanish, because mostly in Spanish it's not that much English. But yeah, either way, it's still pretty enjoyable content. So if you want to follow them, make sure you do so. Anyways, before we get to the predictions, I want to talk about a few things, and I think I know where y'all think I'm going with this. Something important happened last night on AEW Dynamite, and it caught me by surprise. And I want to thank my boy Durante, who's in the chat right now, and Nathaniel, welcome to stream too. I'll read the chat in a bit, but yes, Durante actually messaged me on Instagram about the main event that happened on last night's show. And yes, Darby Allin, and you haven't heard, Darby Allin is the new AEW World Champion. And I want to give my expressions to y'all, because I haven't said it to Alex yet. But yes, when I think about Darby Allin, I mean, look. The thing is, he's been an original for 7 years now. And he's been trying to get this world championship for so long now. And I was like, man, this man's been in the company destroying his body for all these years. I feel like it's time to reward him already. But the thing is, Darby Allin won that World Championship in the most stupidest way possible. In a squash match against MJF in the main event. And that was just a few days later after he beat Kenny Omega in a 40-minute main event match. That was actually great, by the way. If you don't want to watch it back, you can go back and watch it. But yes, they went out there for 40 minutes and fucking beat the shit out of each other. And then a few days later, MJF defends that title against Darby Allin and fucking gets squashed. The man gets squashed like nothing, and he won the championship. He literally won the championship just like that. And I'm like, what are we doing right now? Like, the thing is, he's not even gonna hold that championship that long. It's only gonna lead to MJF to win that World Championship back. So all of this nonsense is gonna like go away and basically just like that. So I don't know if I should be happy, if I should be mad, but the thing is, I'm not gonna lie to y'all when I say I got a little emotional after that ending with Darby Allin, because I know it's been a while and a long time since Darby Allin has had something in reward, and this is his first major championship that he's won in AEW, the World Championship. But the way that they did it, I'm not happy with it at all. They could have done so much better with this shit. Hell, he should have been the one, if it wasn't Heyman and Page, he should have been the one to dethrone Jon Moxley because of the story. The story was right there with Darby Allin and Jon Moxley, and then he went for it. So now they did it with MJF. There was no story there, and boom, Darby Allin's the world champion, just like that. So, Alex, with that being said, I know you got a lot of emotions right now with Darby Allin, so I want to get the floor to yours, and you can go right now.
So last night, when I seen Darby Allin win the World Championship, I'm not gonna lie. I am, don't get me wrong, I am happy for Darby. But it's just the way they did things about it. Like, you have this man go out there, MJF, right?
Yeah.
You had this man go out there, put on a great main event with Kenny Omega for 40 plus minutes. And then he comes out on Wednesday, he gets squashed. At least, come on now, at least make the match more competitive. You know, they have a little back and forth section. You know, MJF tries to cheat and win, and it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? But come on now, at least make the match competitive. I feel like this is a risky business move, taking the championship off of MJF, because when MJF was the champion, the ratings were up. The ticket sales were increasing. You know, and now that you took the title off of him, how hard are the ratings going to be with Darby as champion? You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we're doing this for a 4-week reign at Double or Nothing when MJF is going to win a title back, and that even diminishes Will Ospreay winning the World Championship at Wembley at All In London. Like, even Will Ospreay winning the World Championship at Wembley Stadium, it's not even going to feel special anymore because they had Darby squash MJF, so it's not going to feel as special.
Unbelievable, bro. I actually thought about that too. Like, this is the entire plan has always been Will Ospreay trying to win the World Championship at Wembley Stadium. I mean, that's always been the plan, and it's literally going to be. But the thing is, like you said, MJF already lost. He lost the championship. So when he wins it back, it's like, we're going to play hot and potato, like he always done with that championship. He's only going to hold that for 2 months, and it's not going to feel special. 2 months, 3 months. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid. I don't know what they're thinking, unless they want to go to another direction. But the thing is, he already lost. He already lost. Lost the championship. It's not going to feel special anymore. And I like what JD said, actually. One championship means way more than multi-title reigns. One championship alone means more than multi-title reigns. So
yeah.
For example, NJS one-year title reign, near 1 year title reign with that World Championship. That meant more than pretty much most of these World Championship reigns that we had so far. With Heyman Page, Jon Moxley, And even NJF's second title right now with the World Championship doesn't feel special anymore. At first title win from NJF, that felt something because nobody could beat NJF for an entire year, and they had Samoa Joe beat NJF at War's End. I don't get it. I really don't get it. So don't know what's the plan moving forward, but obviously NJ is going to get that title back. Darby is literally going to be a traditional champion, all the way into Double or Nothing, and he's going to lose that championship. Just ridiculous. So yeah,
man, it's just crazy, man. Like, you know, if you got a casual, bro, let's say you watch AEW on a full-time basis, right? And you know, you got your homie who don't watch it as much, or you know, you got, you know, your girlfriend, your brother, whoever. Okay, they ask you, I mean, you ask them, hey, you should check out, you know, AEW more. And one of the questions might be, okay, who's the world champion? And if you tell them the world champion is Darby Allin, they're gonna look at
yeah, those
they gonna look at
castles.
you. They're gonna look at you and be like, yeah, I don't think so.
I don't.
But if you tell them,
I don't watch.
but
I don't watch the show like
yeah,
every week. I don't watch the show every week, but at least I stay updated with your stream and with Twitter because they always post everywhere on Twitter. So at least I see what's happening in the show, but I don't watch it live because the shows are fucking boring as hell, bro. Swear to God, bro.
yes, yeah, their shows are inconsistent. I will say that. It's like some weeks they're good, and then some weeks they just go down the shit. I'm like, bro, you can't
Flat
have
out
this
dog shit.
inconsistency.
But it's not levels bad as
Yeah,
SmackDown.
like, yeah,
SmackDown's worse. SmackDown's way worse. It is literally unwatchable. But at least AEW do got some great wrestling. So if you're one of those sickos, quote unquote sickos, who love these wrestling matches, AEW is your company, sure. But the thing is, it's not that much story in these fucking shows on Dynamite, bro. I don't know how you can get interested in that show at all, unless they build some story. Look, Tommaso Ciampa and Will Ospreay, they both won the World Championship. That's literally their goal. But I don't know about Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay literally lost to John Moxley. So how you can go for a Continental Championship all the way to a World Championship when he literally lost? Doesn't make sense. Tommaso Ciampa, on the other hand, kind of makes sense because he hasn't won a championship yet. But we all know he's a great caliber wrestler. I mean, he's one of the best in NXT, and unfortunately he wasn't treated right on SmackDown and Raw, whatever. But we all know what he can do, and he should be on the top of the roster. So Tommaso Ciampa going for that World Championship, I think that'll be nice. But the thing is, with Darby as champion and NJF going for that World Championship again, I don't know when that chance is even gonna happen. So let's read the chat a little bit. Well, give me a second. So Nathaniel says, hey Alex and Chris, what would you grade with Morgan's new theme song Trouble? I think I already said this already. If I had to grade it from 1 to 10, I mean, it's not bad. Just saying, it's not bad. It's not the worst thing in the world. I'll give it a C. I'll give it a C, honestly. It's between the middle. I'll give it a C. I would give it between A to F. Alex. The with Morgan theme song. Wait.
I'll give it a. I'm sorry. That's just gonna have to get a. I mean, I like the video itself. You know, it's okay, but then the entire thing, I gotta give it a D. I can't. Whoever was in the studio producing that song, you low key need to straight up tell Liv Morgan this shit is trash. You go in there, you wait. Liv Morgan gonna go in there. You wasting all that money on the goddamn studio session, and you can't even see it, and the auto tune is just terrible.
I wouldn't say it's terrible, but yeah, I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the world. That's all I can say. But yeah, it's between the middle. That's just my opinion. So yeah, I think Mina is capping. I don't know what's that. I'm gonna read it later. Hey, I'm excited for WrestleMania. Alex, would you want The Rock interfering in Punk versus Roman match? We're gonna read that for later in the main event. I think that's an interesting question that we could discuss later on the show. Because I saw something on social media. I think it's gonna an interesting report, so we'll see about that. I'm gonna mention y'all later in the main event. Do you guys enjoy Dynasty? I was surprised. Kobe Christian lost but I think they'll win at all in 3-way against Bucks and the TR probably. I'll be honest. I mean, I just don't give a shit right now about that fucking tag team title situation. I mean, I'm over it. Been there, done that. Nowhere to be seen again. Move on. Next thing, bro. They already lost Queen. No need to see it again, bro. And DJ. Oh, DJ, welcome to the stream. I see you. Permanent? Are you losing your mind? I mean, you get that look after 2 years trying, and you predicted the worst show ever to win. You want to know more? Just get in touch with us, G-Josh. Bro, I have not been there for 2 years. I've been there for just a year, by the way. I have been with the group for just a year. And in just a year, I won 3 predictions already. 3 PLEs. So, and you tell me about this championship. I should have had this championship even way before. Because I already won this shit 3 times already. So, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm just happy with Darby. It's just a squash match. That's it. Yeah, it's just Darby, unfortunately. But yeah. Anyways, let's not waste any time. We got a long card up ahead of us, so we gotta get this into it. So let's check the first lineup. We're gonna check you night 1 of WrestleMania. So let me get night 1 here. All right, so here it is. We got 7 matches on the show. And 2 of them will be featured on ESPN2. We got Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre and the 6-man tag featuring Speed and Division and the Usos at LA Knight. So those matches will be on ESPN2. So if you have ESPN, the second, you can watch both matches there. So that's gonna be nice to see. Anyways, Alex, with that being said, I'm gonna start with you. Which match are you most interested in the most? And what is your most least interesting match out of this night 1 card?
The most interesting match, I'm gonna say Stephanie Vaquer and Liv Morgan. That's the most interesting match.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, but you know they fucked the whole story up of that. My least interesting match is definitely the one for the women's tag team titles, the Fatal 4-Way. I just don't care for it.
I don't know why you even asked that question. I mean, that's been some of the most deplorable television of the entire WrestleMania build. It's fucking terrible. Just saying, bro. But yeah. I will say too, with Morgan, Stephanie Vaquer, the feud hasn't been perfect, but at least there's something there. There's something there that Jay Cargill and Rhea Ripley doesn't have, and that is intensity. And some sort of a story there. And I'm actually excited for this match. I mean, first time ever these two face each other in the ring. I really don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna give you all my prediction when we get to that match. But yeah, that's gonna be interesting. And of course, the least interesting match there, obviously the women's tag team titles. That's gonna be my back-break match basically for Saturday night. So yeah, unfortunately. Anyways, let's get to night 2 actually. Let's get to night 2 before we move on to the actual prediction. So, here's night 2. I think, in my opinion, this was a lot better than night 1 because there's more story there and there's more exciting matches here. But this is matches though. I don't know if the card might be complete, but we'll see if they add one more match when we get to tomorrow's SmackDown. So we will see about that. Speaking of SmackDown. You saw the announcement, Alex? Yes, Tiffany Stratton is going to challenge Julia for the United States Championship. And I would ask myself, how the hell Tiffany Stratton earned a title shot when she literally lost a non-title match to Julia? How does that make sense? Honestly, like, it literally doesn't. It doesn't make sense. It literally doesn't. I don't understand how a person who lost to the champion goes out 2 weeks later and gets a title match for that same championship. I don't get it. And the worst thing about this is that Tiffany Stratton might actually win the championship without even earning it. So there's that. Just ridiculous. But yeah, I'm gonna start off with this one. So before I say that, yes, if you're on ESPN, if you watch on ESPN on television, yes, you can watch Brock Lesnar over Femi. And you can watch the ladder match, which features Rey Mysterio, Penta, Dragon Lee, Rusev, JD McDonagh, and Javon Evans. So you can watch those 2 matches on ESPN. And honestly, If it's an ESPN worthy, yes, it is indeed ESPN worthy. If I had to pick two, those two are indeed ones who should go on ESPN. So, absolute great decisions by WWE for putting these two matches on the show, and that brings the hype. So, I'm gonna start out by saying yes, the most interesting match on this card, on this night 2 card, easily, and I mean easily, by far, over Femi and Brock Lesnar. That match is gonna be fucking bananas, bro. I cannot wait, bro. I fucking cannot wait. What the other fucking matches don't have is excitement and intensity as well. Like, the intensity, it is even bigger than whatever match I already mentioned already. So, that match is gonna be fucking great. I know you have CM Punk and Roman Reigns, but does that have the same intensity and the same excitement as over Femi and Roman Reigns? No, just not. But it hasn't been bad though. It hasn't been bad. Just saying. And the least interesting match on this show, I'll be honest, even though it's literally the first time these two are facing each other, but the feud has been fucking terrible. And it's Jay Cargill, Rhea Ripley, man. I'm sorry, bro. Jay Cargill, Rhea Ripley, man. Even though it's the first time ever match, the feud has been fucking terrible, bro. I'm sorry, bro. The feud's been terrible. So yeah, Alex, I'm gonna continue with you. Most interesting match on the show, and the most least interesting match on the show. What do you think?
The most interesting match for me is Brock Lesnar over Femi. The least interesting match is Jay Cargill and Rhea Ripley.
Just about correct, both of us. Just about right. I think, yeah. I mean, it's so obvious. I don't think we don't speak with just both of us. I think most of us can agree that's literally the case. The most interesting match is literally that, and the most least interesting match is literally that. Others maybe can say Sammy and Trick because one certain person is not there, and that's Kamal Hayes. But we can talk about that when we get to the match. So, yeah. This is gonna be fucking bananas. So yeah. Mackenzie Johnson. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you coming here. Paul Levesque doesn't know how to book Julia, always messing up her character. She's not even on the Mania card. Yeah, I mean, look. She was supposed to be on the card. She was booked to be on the card, excuse me. With Jordan Grace and Tiffany Stratton. But then Jordan Grace got injured, and that fucked up the plans. And then Julia herself actually got banged up during the month of March. So technically she wasn't even cleared to pretty much compete for a few weeks. And she was not even 100%. So Jordan Grace was injured and Julia was injured. So they couldn't do that much with both ladies. And the only one that was clear in that moment was Tiffany Stratton. So unfortunately, because of the injuries, they couldn't like build a proper match for WrestleMania. So I kind of understand why they're not on the card. Most likely that's going to be a match for Backlash between those three. So whatever happens tomorrow, it won't matter because they probably can have a rematch with Jordan Grace involved at Backlash, most likely. So, and Rhea even spoke. I mean, Rhea wants to help Julia get over and try to get her to the next level where the fans are actually interested in her, because right now it is a desperation where they need to get Julia over. And she's literally the United States champion. And every time she enters the fucking arena, it is literally nothing but crickets, bro. Absolutely nothing but crickets. These crickets, by the way, let me show y'all. Actually, let me show y'all. Where are the crickets? Exactly. Exactly. Those fucking crickets, bro. Those crickets are literally the ones that you will hear every time Julia enters the fucking ring. It's fucking insane, bro. So, Rhea, I appreciate the fact that she's doing this. I hope she actually helps Julia out and get her over. So, it's actually going to depend on the WrestleMania card. So, we can get that few maybe afterwards. So, we'll see. But anyways, let's start off with the show. Let's start off with announcing and checking out the matches. So, we already got the first one here. And here it is. So, guys, for the predictions, let me know in the comments who you got for each one. Let me know who's going to win each match. And so you can talk with us on who should win these matches. So, yeah, let's get everything started. And here we go. So, First match on night one. We're gonna start off with night one matches. So only night one matches for now. So LA Knight and the Usos teaming up to take on IShowSpeed and Division. Logan Paul and Austin Theory. So honestly, this should be a fun match. This should be a fun match. With IShowSpeed in it, I'm kind of interested in seeing what IShowSpeed brings to the table. And I know he's been training, but the dude is fucking quick as hell. Just saying, he's one of the fastest men alive, and I saw his training a little bit. I feel like he's gonna deliver. I ain't gonna lie. So the match itself, yes, it should be a fun match, and this is gonna kick off the show. By the way, this is gonna start off the night one of WrestleMania, and I think it should be a pretty fun match. If I had to say the winner, I'm going with the Usos and LA Knight. I think they're gonna be victorious. And what's going to happen is, right after the Usos and LA Knight win, there's going to be some sort of miscommunication between Speed and Division during the match, which might cost Division the win. And right afterwards, Speed will definitely turn babyface, because I just don't see Speed as a heel. I'll be honest. I just don't see Speed working as a heel. I see Speed more as a babyface. I mean, his fan base says it all. He's got one of the biggest fan base on God's green earth. One of the biggest fan base on planet Earth, with over 50 million subscribers. So, if that doesn't tell you about IShowSpeed, I don't know what will. But they should turn IShowSpeed babyface at WrestleMania. And yes, LA Knight, the Usos are gonna win this match, and I think that's how it's gonna turn out. So yeah, I'm gonna get a tag team title match rematch between the Usos and Division again, unfortunately, in the future. So there's that. So yeah, Alex. With that being said, what you got in this match, and why?
I'm gonna go with LA Knight and the Usos to win. I don't see them losing this match. I think IShowSpeed, even though I have shitted on the celebrities coming in, I think he might be capable of putting on, like, surprising us. So I can definitely see that. And Logan Paul, he's gonna do his, he's gonna have his little viral moment in the match.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But I do see LA Knight and Usos winning. And yeah, for some reason, I can see the Usos playing a part in this main event of night two. We'll talk about that later. But yeah. But I do have the baby faces winning.
Okay. All right. So you see the Usos actually get involved. Oh, that's interesting. All right. So yeah, that is gonna be the opening match for WrestleMania, and yes, I do agree with you on this one. The celebrities, I mean, it's a little too much this year. I mean, we cannot rely this year or any other WrestleMania on fucking celebrities, bro. Seriously, I think this should be built around everyone who's involved on the main roster, on the current roster, and not fucking people who don't work there full time. Or even the Roman Reigns are part-time. But the thing is, guys who are literally on the roster, that should be the ones who should be working on their build, on their card for WrestleMania. Not fucking celebrities who are not there 365 days a fucking year, bro. That's ridiculous, bro. I don't want to see that from now on. I think that's stupid. Unless you're Bad Bunny or Logan Paul himself. Even though I don't call Logan Paul a celebrity anymore. I mean, he's literally a full-timer now, so... But Bad Bunny's like literally the only one that I'm like, yeah, sure, you can come back at some point because you're fucking great with YouTube. So, yeah, there's that. And let's continue to our next match. So, we're going to continue. I'm going to just get this out of the way, bro, because I really don't want to get into this that much. So, yeah, I'm always like 5 seconds here because this shit is fucking terrible, bro. And I'm probably going to go even more 5 seconds by the time I'm speaking this. So, yeah. Unfortunately, we got this match. This might be the bathroom break of the entire weekend, so there's that. Bella Twins, Lyra and Bayley, Alexa, Charlotte, and Nia Jax and Lash Wedge. That's gonna be a match for WrestleMania. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to see if the Bella Twins, especially Nikki, actually gets clear in time before WrestleMania. If not, then I don't know if they'll do their second alternative, and that's adding the Kabuki Warriors into the match. So we'll see. We'll see if Nikki gets clear in time for WrestleMania. I'm most likely she will. So yeah. I'm not gonna waste that much time on this. Like I said, this has been one of the most deplorable television you will see on the WrestleMania build. Like every time there's like a one-on-one match, a tag team match involving any of these women, I literally say, remote control, right here, turn it off. Boom, there it is. Remote control, turn it off. Literally, some of the worst television you will see all year, bro. Absolute meaningless, absolute terrible, absolute. I just don't care. Absolute terrible television. I really don't care about this at all, bro. Honestly. So, if I had to say a winner, I'm really hoping it's Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. Honestly, they're the only ones I'm like that feel like, yeah, they should definitely win this match. I mean, Bayley got screwed last year of a WrestleMania match, so I'm like, this year she should get her get back, and what better way than to actually win WrestleMania in Las Vegas? So yeah, and showing Bliss don't need this. They're already established. Nia and Lash, they've been champions for a while, and the Bayley twins. I mean, I know they haven't been women's tag team champions, but look, I mean, they're like past their prime, and I really don't want to watch a past their prime Bayley twins as your tag team champions. That's ridiculous, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. So yeah, hopefully it is Lyra and Bayley who win this match, and God knows if they will actually win because they actually won at Raw. So you know, Triple H and all these people who are booking creative, when somebody wins on this show, they lose on the actual show. And in this case, Lyra beat Charlotte, so I think it might actually end up being the case where they actually don't win. But we do have SmackDown tomorrow, so you know there's gonna be another 2 fucking matches involving this tag team title match. So there's that. Anyways, Alex, I know you're not gonna waste that much time on this, so who do you think is gonna win this match?
Give me Lash and Nia retaining. I don't see any of these 3 teams winning, and I don't care. This is literally just a get up and go to the concession stand type of match. A get up and go to the bathroom type of match. I just don't care for this.
Just get a snack. Just maybe call somebody, whoever is interrupting you. Go to the bathroom or try to clean the dishes. Most likely, if you're actually an adult right now. So yeah, there's that. I don't know what to tell you, but yeah, this match complete waste of our time. So literally, it's the only reason this match is on the card, just for the sake of the fans, so they can actually go to the bathroom. So there's that. Anyways, let's move on to the next show. This match. You gonna get Papa John's pizza? Oh, that's fucking great, bro. I wish I could get Papa John's. I'm fucking jealous, bro. I would have done that too, bro. Like doing that match, bro. I might as well just call the pizzeria and the pizza place and fucking get myself pizza while that match is going on. So, anyways, let's move on to the next match. This match is gonna be interesting, actually. Let me put it a little bit bigger so y'all can see a little bit better this. So yeah. Gunther. Crazy that he's on the WrestleMania card. We thought he was not going to be on the WrestleMania card, but here he is. Yes. Gunther will take on Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. This will be I think this could be the first time since 2019 since these two face each other in the ring. You know, when Gunther was named Walter back in the day. The old version of Gunther. And back when Gunther, I don't want to body shame him, like that's a little disrespectful. But the thing is, compared to this and now, like they're like totally different, like body types. Honestly, like it is insane. And the fact that he's in incredible shape now, you gotta put respect on his name. Like he went out there and he fucking worked his ass off to actually get into the best shape of his life. So gotta give Gunther credit. And now he's at WrestleMania. So, I'm gonna start with this. So, yes. The thing is, it's only been, 2 weeks since they started this feud? It's not been that long. The rumor match for Gunther was supposed to be against Rey Mysterio, and the rumor match for Seth Rollins was supposed to be against Braun Breaker. But since both people were not injured, or were injured actually, they were both injured during the WrestleMania build. Rey did came back. Braun Breaker's about to be cleared. But by the time they were going to start this feud, they were both not cleared, and both guys got actually cleared recently. So it's not like they had that much time to tell a story there. So fortunately for these guys, they had no plans with WrestleMania, but to face each other basically. Like that was the only way that they can go with this. But for 2 weeks, the 2 weeks that they had, it hasn't been that bad actually. Like I think it's been pretty decent with the things that they had done. They tried their best to build intensity, but I feel like there's still a lot more that can be told. And it's understandable because, look, it's only been 2 weeks, but for 2 weeks, I think it's been pretty decent. I'm actually quite interested in this match to see how this turns out. Hell, I think Braun Breaker might return to WrestleMania. I think Braun Breaker is going to get involved in WrestleMania. And because of that, I think Gunther's going to win. Gunther's going to beat Seth Rollins, and he should not lose at WrestleMania. And he should not be losing right now at any point. Like, you call yourself the career killer, right? The career killer. That's been your thing for months now. Ever since you retired Goldberg, basically. You retired Goldberg, retired John Cena, you retired AJ Styles. Even though this match is not a career-ending match, but you're supposed to be at a point where you shouldn't be losing right now. It should be somebody else at some point in the future. I don't know who that's going to be, but right now Gunther should not be losing at any point. Doesn't matter what match it is. So yes, Gunther is going to be Seth Rollins. Braun Breaker is going to get involved, which is actually going to finally continue the feud between Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. So most likely that's going to be a match for Backlash next month. And I don't know if that's a Backlash worthy match. I think it should be more of a SummerSlam match, or if even bigger than that. Because Backlash, I feel like that's a little too low for a match like this between Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. For a feud that's been going on for months now, I feel like it should be on a bigger stage. So I don't know if Backlash is the right move. Hell, I don't mind this match going for Clash in Italy in May. So I wouldn't mind that actually. But I think Backlash is a little too low for that. But yeah, I think Braun Breaker is going to get involved. The match itself, I think should be pretty good, honestly. I mean, how is it going to be a bad match when you got Seth Rollins and Gunther in the same ring? I mean, it shouldn't be a bad match at all. This could be a good match. Not that much story, but for the 2 weeks that they had, I think they did pretty good stuff. So yes, I'm going Gunther winning this match, and hopefully that's the case. So yeah, Alex, with that being said, who's gonna win this match and why?
I'm gonna go with Gunther. The same thing. I think Braun Breaker is gonna come in, cost Seth Rollins the match, and that's gonna give Gunther the win over Seth Rollins. And we continue with this Vision and Seth Rollins storyline. And I think that's gonna be a feud going into SummerSlam. I know they originally wanted to do Braun Breaker for Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, but with Braun Breaker being injured, and then him being cleared out the last minute, it was like, okay, let's just give Seth a different opponent, and let's just come back and revisit this at SummerSlam, because you're going to need big matches for that show too, because SummerSlam is also a 2-night event. So you're going to need big matches for that show. So I was thinking, give Gunther the win, and then Seth gets fucked over by Braun, and they come back to revisit this whole Vision storyline, end it around SummerSlam, and close the door on that. And then with Gunther, I honestly don't know what they do with him next after he beats Seth Rollins. I think he was gonna be in a feud with Rey Mysterio. It was gonna be originally him versus Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania, but Rey Mysterio was recovering from injury, and we didn't know he was gonna be able to come back at for WrestleMania. We didn't think he was gonna come back in time. So maybe Gunther and Rey is something they were run in like the middle of the summer, because I can obviously see them doing Gunther and Brock at SummerSlam, because I honestly think SummerSlam will be Brock's last match
Absolutely.
in WWE. So yeah, I can see where this stuff is going. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with Gunther. Stick with that.
All right. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with Gunther. I mean, I don't think he's not gonna happen that match for Rey Mysterio unless they want to run that and say like, oh, okay, maybe we do this retirement match, but Rey doesn't actually lose. Maybe Dominic actually gets involved, and actually, it's like, yeah, you're not retiring him. Maybe let's say Gunther destroys Rey Mysterio, and then in the endings of the match, maybe Dominic says, "Hey man, you're not gonna be the guy that retires Rey Mysterio. That's enough punishment. You already beat him. No need to pin him, but you're not gonna retire Rey Mysterio." Maybe they do something like that, because if they had this plan for WrestleMania, I mean, they're probably gonna run it during the summer, most likely. I think that match is gonna be set for Clash in Italy. I think that match might be booked for that show. We'll see about that, but I just don't see Ray get retired by Gunther. I think it should be his own son. There's no other person who should retire Ray but his own son Dominic. The story is literally right there, and Dominic should finally beat his father in a singles match. He has not beat Rey Mysterio at all in a singles match. It's only been tag matches, and that's it. For singles matches, he has never beaten Rey Mysterio, and the first time that he beats Rey Mysterio, that should be the one where Rey Mysterio retires. So I don't see Rey Mysterio retired by Gunther, but I kind of
Yeah.
maybe they do this match at some point in the summer, but I just don't see Rey get retired by Gunther, even though Gunther thing could just destroy Rey Mysterio, but they could run that with Dominic. So we'll see. And yes, I do agree with you. Yes, Brock Lesnar is going to be retired by Gunther. Uh, SummerSlam is in Minneapolis, so there's no other reason for Brock to retire there. So he should retire there 100%. And plus, Brock said he doesn't have the most time left. He literally said it not that long ago that he plans to retire pretty soon. Well, not retire, but his run with the company is not going to last long. He basically confirmed that on a interview that he did on Netflix. Actually, you haven't watched that, I recommend you all to watch it. I think it was a pretty interesting one. But yes, Brock Lesnar pretty much said that he doesn't have that much time left. So he doesn't have that much time left. SummerSlam's right there in his hometown, and Gunther might as well should retire Brock Lesnar. So there's that. Durantes says, oh wait, we are getting Sheeta and Mina on Wednesday because Sheeta thinks Sheeta attacked Tony Storm. I mean, Sheeta, Mina, I mean, I don't know what happens there. We'll see. Tomorrow we're getting, well, actually tonight, actually, we're getting Alex Windsor and Tekla for that fucking Women's World Championship. I don't know why. I feel I should have been saved for a fucking pay-per-view, but yeah, you know, Tony Khan, he books random matches on fucking B-level shows. Under B-level shows, unfortunately. Not even the main shows, bro. They booked the fucking Women's World Championship. Oh, it's just ridiculous, bro. Just imagine booking the World Championship on fucking Collision, bro. That's ridiculous, bro. That's how I felt like that was booked. But yeah. Yeah. I think that's how it's gonna turn out. So yeah, we'll see. Anyways, let's continue to our next match. Let's get in here. This match right here. Actually, no. This. Alright, so it's AJ Lee. She's taking on Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. This is a match that I did not want to see it again. I feel like one match was enough. And I just don't get why this match is even happening at all. But the thing is, I understand it at the same time, but I'm not going to answer that yet. Because I want to start Alex on this one. So yes, Alex, with this being said, who's going to win this match? How do you think it's going to turn out? And do you think this is the end of AJ? Actually.
Yeah, I think Becky Lynch is gonna win the title back. And Becky Lynch is gonna win the title back from AJ Lee. And then AJ Lee, you're not gonna see her again until more than likely Clash in Italy or SummerSlam, you know, whenever the next WWE big event is, whenever they need her. So I'm just give the title back to Becky Lynch. I honestly don't really care to see this match again
Mm-mm.
because they didn't. I mean, I've seen it at the Elimination Chamber, and I'm like, okay. I mean, I just think everybody just waited for the outcome. Okay, put the belt on AJ Lee. We're in Chicago. Okay, cool, and move on. And now it's like the same thing at WrestleMania. I'm like, okay, I'm just waiting to see Becky Lynch win the title back again, and I'm like, cool. I mean, and it's no disrespect to both ladies. It's just the creative for this match and the build for it has been dog shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, how can you possibly get me to care as a fan?
Everybody, basically. How are you gonna get
Yeah.
everybody to care, honestly? Because nobody has been caring about this feud at all. I mean, the feud should have been over at Elimination Chamber. It should have ended there because the match already happened. There's no stipulation. It's gonna be a normal match
Yeah.
for the championship. So it's like you're gonna see a copy and paste of what you saw at the chamber. Probably even worse than that. Who knows? Because I think the crowds could be a little quiet for that match. I'll be honest with you because I've already seen it already. I'm going Becky wins too. There's no reason for Becky to lose, honestly. AJ's not gonna be a full timer. Literally, AJ's literally a part timer. First they said she was a full timer, but then they changed it and now she's a part timer. But AJ, look, I just don't want to see AJ holding that championship. Look, if she's not showing up full time, I don't want to see her as a champion. I don't want to see her as champion. If she's there full time, sure, maybe have AJ around. But the thing is, Becky already lost one match against AJ. They're not gonna do that again. Hell, she has submitted Becky Lynch 3 times already. By the way, one at WrestlePalooza, that garbage show that we had on WrestlePalooza, bro. War Games, and then Elimination Chamber 3 times already. They're not gonna do it 4 times. This gonna be the time that Becky Lynch wins the championship, and she's gonna be AJ. I don't know when the fuck we see AJ Lee on WWE program, but most likely around SummerSlam. I think she's gonna be out for a while. So yeah, Becky Lynch retains the match itself. It might be average, might be decent around that. I just don't care, honestly. I just don't care. It's like the women's tag team title match, but the thing is, at least it says something, but I just don't care, honestly. But yeah, this match, Becky Lynch wins. So yes, we're gonna leave it at that. Everybody in the chat agrees. They're going with Becky Lynch, of course. Nobody out here sees AJ winning that championship. Nathaniel says, does Paige return at the WrestleMania after this match?
I don't care. No. I mean, I do think Paige will end up finishing, like, having one last hurrah on WWE, but I mean, it's just not happening. Not right now, but in the future, she'll come back
Sure.
when the time is right.
Exactly.
So,
Right now, the time's not right at all. Just not.
Yeah.
But maybe later? Sure, maybe. We'll see how that turns out, but most likely Paige is going to return at some point in the future. I mean, it's really the goal, if I'm not mistaken, for her to come back to the company and end her career there. Even though she's only, 33 years old, something like that, 34, 32, around that. Still young.
yeah.
But is she still as good as she was a couple years ago in WWE? I don't know.
No.
I don't know. I don't think she's not going to be even better than that. So that's my only concern and my only issue with her return to the company. So we'll see. But if it's to end her career, sure, I guess. I just want to win. And does she deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? Maybe. I think a bit maybe. I mean, she's one of the big reasons the women's revolution basically started. So gotta give her credit, honestly. So yeah, let's move on. Moving on, let's discuss. Let's discuss the actual women's match that actually paper matters, and it's this one right here: Stephanie Vaquer and Liv Morgan. The biggest match of night 1, in my honest opinion, and everybody's opinion. Yes, Stephanie Vaquer defending Women's World Championship against Liv Morgan, and I'm gonna tell you guys, this is probably the toughest prediction of the whole WrestleMania weekend, in my honest opinion. This can go either way, bro, honestly. So I'm gonna start with this one. Because this is a very tough one, and this is one of the big reasons that I'm defending the championship. I gotta get this right. Why? I gotta get this prediction right. Like, this is the reason I'm the champion, the We Call Sports Podcast champion. So, in order to get this prediction right, I gotta analyze this right. And look, Liv Morgan, the thing is, she got a new theme song. Is it the best theme song in the world? No. Is it a decent one? I guess, sure. It's not a bad song, it's not a great song, but it's around the middle, sure. But there's a reason that they did this. They're probably gonna get Liv Morgan with that championship. Honestly, it's not gonna be a shame for Stephanie. I mean, look, Stephanie hasn't had a big wash yet. At all. She hasn't had a major wash yet. She has. And the thing is, I feel like Stephanie, at some point, she should lose a big match. And ever since she joined, she joined the main roster, she has not had a major loss in the company. She has not had a major loss. So I feel like her first major loss is coming to WrestleMania. So I'm going with Morgan winning the Women's World Championship here. I know I want Stephanie to win though. I kind of want Stephanie to win because I don't want to see another Liv Morgan title reign. But the thing is, well, I gotta be logic here, and things gotta make sense here. So Stephanie, I feel like she's been a little too confident, a little too cocky with this shit. Even though Liv Morgan's been too, but Stephanie hasn't had a major wash yet, and I feel like her first major wash should be against Liv Morgan, and I think it's gonna happen at WrestleMania. I mean, it's the biggest stage when it matters most. I mean, you're gonna fumble it, or you're actually gonna deliver. We're gonna see. But yes, Liv Morgan is gonna win, and this has the potential to be one of the biggest and best matches of the year so far. Honestly, this match is actually gonna deliver, in my honest opinion. Probably gonna be the best women's match that we see on the WrestleMania weekend. Probably the best women's match that we probably see all year, in my honest opinion. I think these two are gonna deliver, and I think this is gonna be great. So Liv Morgan wins, and Stephanie is gonna be on a major crash out after WrestleMania. So I can guarantee you that. I wonder what happens to Stephanie, but I think this is gonna be good for Stephanie if she actually loses. I think this is gonna be actually good. They're gonna get actually heated, and this is gonna be interesting. So yes, Liv Morgan wins, and she's gonna be the new Women's World Champion. So yeah, Alex. With that being said, what do you got in this match, and why?
This is honestly a tough one for me. You know, as a big fan of Stephanie Vaquer.
Same.
I'm unfortunately gonna have to put my bias to the side. I think they need to put a plug and have Liv Morgan win this title. Stephanie's entire reign as world champion, and it's not her fault.
No.
By any means, it's not her fault. It's just the bad creative that she was given, and no really good follow up after she won the world title at WrestlePalooza. So I'm thinking, and then WWE keeps mentioning at one point, "Hey, Stephanie Vaquer's never lost." I'm like, Stephanie Vaquer's never lost. Stephanie Vaquer's never lost. She's undefeated. I'm like, okay, we get it. You're gonna end up jinxing her, and she's gonna lose. And I think putting a championship on Liv Morgan would be something refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
Something refreshing. But also at the same time, there's also tension in Judgment Day with Raquel and, Roxanne.
I forgot about that, actually. Yeah.
So we don't know what's going on. Are they going to screw Liv out of winning the championship? Is that the plan?
Maybe.
I mean, it could be. But I think I think they should let Liv win the championship. Don't be scared to have her. Don't be scared to have Stephanie lose. It's not gonna hurt Stephanie if she loses at WrestleMania.
No.
It's not gonna hurt her.
First match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, and Stephanie Vaquer will be on more matches at WrestleMania in the future. She will be a multi-time Women's World Champion. So just go ahead and pull the plug on this title reign, and just put the belt on Liv Morgan.
Yeah, absolutely. And this feud, I mean, look, first I said Stephanie should win at WrestleMania, but I started looking at the feud between the Judgment Day. Look, well, not the feud, but the intentions of the Judgment Day. And look, with Liv Morgan winning, there's actually positive sides about this. I mean, look, you got Raquel, who's actually hunting to be champion. Roxanne's also trying to be champion at some point. I feel like it's mostly Raquel at this point. Like Roxanne, I think she's going after the mid-card championship, probably the Intercontinental title. So I think that should be the case for her. But Raquel, I feel like Raquel and Liv Morgan are gonna have that big match at some point. That's probably gonna be the match for SummerSlam. And Raquel actually wins that championship at SummerSlam. I feel like that's where they're finally gonna crown Raquel Rodriguez. I mean, that's the only way I can see this. If Liv Morgan wins, that's literally the only way that I can see this happening. Like, get Judgment Day more attention, get Judgment Day falling apart, and fucking end this Judgment Day bullshit. Because look, I know it's been going on for fucking 4 years now, but I feel like the Judgment Day is at its lowest it's ever been. And I feel like the Judgment Day is not be needed anymore. So I feel like everyone should be going on their separate ways, and they should just do their own thing. And I feel like the Raquel is finally leaning towards to that. And at some point after WrestleMania, when are we gonna get that between Raquel and Liv Morgan? So I'm hoping that's the case. So that's why Liv Morgan winning has more positive sides and positive results more than Stephanie Vaquer does by retaining that championship. So hopefully Liv Morgan wins, and hopefully we can get this intention going between the Judgment Day. So we'll see. I'm going with Morgan win the championship. We guys won with and dumped together. I mean, right now I don't mind it. Right now. But at some point it's gonna have to stop. That's for sure. At some point it's gotta stop. But right now, I mean, it's one of the best things that they have right now in the company. So I feel like it shouldn't be over yet. I feel like they got a little more to tell, but I mean, it's getting at the same time a little too old. So we'll see. I hate Liv winning because she's troubled. Double trouble. Fuck. I see what you did there, bro. Stephanie and then Roxanne turn on both Liv and Raquel. We'll see about that, but this could be a pretty interesting match. So probably the biggest match on night 1 of WrestleMania. So yeah. All right. Let's get to the match that's actually opening the show, and it's this one: Jacob Fatu one-on-one with Drew McIntyre. This feud has been solid. I'll be honest with you. This feud has been really solid. I mean, there's a lot of blood between each other, a lot of intensity between each other, a lot of chaos. I think it's been pretty good. I think it's been a pretty good feud between these two. The last 2 weeks, I mean, they haven't been doing that much, but what's been the most of this WrestleMania build, I think they've done a pretty good job with building Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu. And I'm still excited for this match. This is another match I'm excited on the show. And this might be another show stealer here. It's going to be an unsanctioned match, by the way. Yeah, we know about that. But yeah, this match should be a pretty good one. So yeah, I want to start with you on this one. What do you think is going to win this match? And why?
I think Jacob Fatu is going to win. I think Drew is slated to be gone for a while to film something after WrestleMania. I think I heard Drew was filming something, so I'm gonna go with Jacob Fatu. I think they're gonna put Drew to lose. So yeah, that's really all I got. I've seen enough of this build, and what else do they have, left to do?
Exactly. There's nothing much to do, but the match should be good either way. That's just my opinion. It should be a lot of violence there. So it's the reason they added this stipulation so that they can go everywhere in the arena and fucking beat the shit out of each other. So can't wait for that. Anyways, I'm going with Jacob Fatu too. I feel like he needs this. Even though I love Drew McIntyre and I want Drew McIntyre to win as well. But I feel like this is going to benefit more Jacob Fatu more than it does the Drew. Because he needs to get going into that main title picture, especially the Undisputed WWE Championship. So at some point in the summer, he's finally going to get that shot at the championship. Whether it's Randy Orton or Cody Rhodes, it don't matter. He's got to go after that championship at some point. And I don't know if he should win it, but that's a discussion that we can talk about in the future. But he should go after the championship at some point in the future. And this match should be really good, like I said. And Jacob Fatu has to beat Drew McIntyre, and he's gonna win, in my honest opinion. So I'm going Jacob Fatu, beat Drew McIntyre, and I think everybody agrees with us. Wait, yeah, Jacob Fatu, exactly. Nobody's going with Drew. We want Drew, but the thing is, right now I don't know if it's the right time to win. I'll be honest with you. And if he's gonna film something, I mean, this is probably a way to write it off television. So we'll see. So yeah, let's move on. Unfortunately, to the main event of this show. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, Sha. I had to discuss this. I sincerely apologize to everybody in the chat, but we must discuss this main event, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. What do we got over here, bro? Oh, fuck me, bro. Oh, God. Fuck. Oh, my God. Yes, the person that fucked this up is not in the picture, I get it. But, bro, yes. Cody Rhodes defending the championship against Randy Orton. Was I excited for this match before everything went on? Sure. I was excited for this match. Like, the history was there. 25 years between the two. A history between the two. The story was right there. But then, this bitch-ass motherfucker came in and Pat McAfee and fucked everything up. He fucked the WrestleMania build. He fucked the WrestleMania hype. He fucked the WrestleMania tickets. And he fucked TKO. He fucked Creative. He fucked Triple H. He fucked everything, bro. He absolutely destroyed everything, bro. Everything. Single-handedly destroyed this fucking build. And not just him, by the way. Ari Emanuel is another big reason, bro. Ari fucking Emanuel, bro. Another big reason for this happening, bro. What the fuck does Ari Emanuel know about this shit? I had no fucking idea. No idea. I don't understand why this is happening. But I just don't understand, bro. I just don't understand. Pat McAfee, yes, he is involved in this main event. And Cody Rhodes right now is entering this match with absolutely zero momentum, which is getting me into a lot of thinking here. Because look, Cody has barely had any momentum in this feud since Randy Orton ended up being a heel and beat the shit out of Cody Rhodes. He hasn't had the most momentum ever since. But I feel like he's gonna get momentum a little bit tomorrow. So we'll see about that. And on the other side, by the way, guys, yes, Joey Raw is gonna be involved in this match. Great. Just great. Fucking awesome. Yeah. Fucking great. Fucking trash, bro. Trash. Trash. Can't believe this motherfucker is also on the bill, bro. Like we mentioned with IShowSpeed, but nothing better on his IShowSpeed. Why the fuck do we have to involve celebrities for a second straight year in a row in the main event picture? We did it with Travis Scott. It ended up being horrendous. Probably the worst main event in the last 2 decades, something like that. And now we got this shit, bro. With fucking Joey Raw and Pat McAfee in the main event. That literally is being talked about more than anything else on the weekend, bro. That's literally gonna ruin this shit, bro. Unbelievable, bro. I can't believe this is even happening, bro. I can't believe this is what they gave us fans. That was like a big fuck you to the fans. Us fans. That's literally like a big fuck you, bro. Why he literally, Ari Emanuel himself, he literally just completely shit on the entire company. And look at Pat McAfee on the last week's show. You saw this promo? I mean, he fucking destroyed the product. The entire product. He destroyed everything that was happening on WWE television. Everything. What do you want me to say positive about Pat McAfee right now? Nothing. I can't say anything positive about Pat McAfee. He's been destroying everything, bro. And that's the guy that you want to bring for the main event of WrestleMania? Come on, man. Absolutely ridiculous, bro. Anyways, the person who might win this match, I want Randy Orton to win that championship, But the thing is, bro, like Cody hasn't done with momentum. But I might stay with the prediction. I'm gonna still say Randy Orton. I'm gonna still say Randy Orton. Because I think this feud is gonna continue after WrestleMania. I mean, there's no way they can just end this feud and say, yeah, this is over. I mean, I feel like they gotta continue this shit. I mean, there's no way the end game of this feud is Pat McAfee, bro. There's no way the end game of this feud is Pat McAfee. So I'm like, bro, Randy's gonna continue with this heel run and actually bring that version that he's supposed to bring the first place. And that was a similar version of him that he brought in 2009. That vicious, that diabolical, like they mentioned in that first SmackDown version of Randy Orton. That was the Randy Orton that we were supposed to see. And no, we get Randy Orton asking for fucking help. Fuck Randy Orton needs help for, bro. Randy Orton doesn't need help. When the fuck Randy Orton needs help in his fucking career, bro?
Yeah.
What the fuck, bro? He needs help from fucking Pat McAfee? Come on, bro. Unbelievable, bro. Nah, bro. If this is the end game at WrestleMania with Pat McAfee, I'm done, bro. Honestly. So, I know they had the stipulation where Cody wins, Pat McAfee's done with the company. But I feel like it's not going to be over. So I'm going with Randy either way. Because, unfortunately, the rumor match for Backlash, and I feel like y'all heard this about it already, it is Joey Rhodes and Cody Rhodes against Pat McAfee and Randy Orton. I can't believe I'm saying that, bro. That is your main event match. Fucking Backlash. God, we are going through a terrible, terrible, terrible summer of WWE fucking television. I don't know what to say, bro. But yeah, Randy Orton's gonna win. Match gonna be pretty rough, bro. I'll be honest, bro. With Pat McAfee involved, I have no hope for this match. No hope. Zero. I just don't care. This view's dead, basically. So yeah. Alex, leaving the floor to you. I know you got a lot to say about this shit. So I'm gonna leave the floor to yours. Who's gonna win? And why?
Yeah, honestly, bro, I do want Reign to win number 15. But a part of me wants to see Cody retain because of all the shit that has been going on in the storyline, bringing in Pat McAfee and him being terrible on television. And then you have Jelly Roll involved on Cody's side. And this is going to be the main event of Backlash next month. Well, Backlash is in 3 weeks from Saturday.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
Yeah, like Brennan said, I want Randy to win his 15 more title, but like not like this, you know?
Exactly.
And do I want to see Cody retain? Honestly, bro, I'm gonna say I don't mind it if he retained. I'm just gonna be completely honest.
Same.
I don't mind if Cody retained.
Big absolutely destroy this shit, bro.
Because they like I don't even like I want to see Randy get number 15. Don't get me wrong, but to win it like that, you told me we waited all this, and you called up Pat McAfee. Like, no, you could have called up his damn daddy. You could have called up his dad. You could have called up Ted DiBiase Jr. But no, you had to go and call up Pat McAfee. This is what this is what TKO wanted.
Not even that. He could have just called himself. He could have just called 2009 Randy Orton and hear the voices, bro. That would have been a better story, bro, than calling Pat McAfee, bro.
Yeah.
Absolutely stupid. I don't get this. I don't get this. Kevin Owens was another name out there, bro. Like, he doesn't have to wrestle. Just be there and that's it. He doesn't have to wrestle. Kevin Owens was right there, bro.
Yeah.
He was free. What's Kevin Owens doing right now? He's really just recovering. That's it. He's still under contract with the company. I understand that. But he's not doing anything. Could have just brought it into the fucking storyline. It would make sense. And even Sami Zayn himself. Sami Zayn doesn't have to go to the fucking United States Championship picture. He could have just get involved in the fucking feud with Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. I wouldn't even mind Sami Zayn the story, bro. Why the fuck do we need McAfee for? Nothing. I don't get this. I don't get this. But yeah, unfortunately, this is the main event for night one. Unfortunately. So, honestly, when the stream goes on Saturday, I might as well just turn off the fucking TV early, bro. Because I'm not gonna spend myself 40 minutes in the main event for some absolute dog shit television, bro. Honestly, bro. But at the same time, I gotta see what happens because it's WrestleMania, but I just can't see the kid, bro, at all anymore. I'm sorry, bro.
You know what, bro? You know what? I don't want to see. I don't want to see Raina win the title Saturday. I want to. I actually want to see Cody retain.
So you're going with Cody?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's cool. But that means
I'm not. I'm done with this storyline for. I'm
same.
not. No.
Same. But the thing is, if Cody wins, the match is not happening at Backlash.
Yeah, and it shouldn't. It shouldn't.
So that's why I see Randy Orton win. Because I don't see this feud coming to an end. That's the only reason I say Randy's winning. Because the match is going to happen at Backlash. And they're already planning that shit for Backlash.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't know what they're doing, bro. But I don't mind Cody retaining at all. I really don't mind it at this point. Like, the way that they're booking this shit, they're making me say, yeah, I don't mind Cody Rhodes returning. And I'm like, yeah, Randy Orton should just beat Cody Rhodes already. But they're making me go to a point where Cody might as well retain, bro. Yeah. Yes, I was once Pat gone, bro. Yes, we all wanted it gone, bro. We all wanted it gone, bro. We want his ass out of here. We don't want him anywhere near this production, bro. Anywhere near this production. Just go to ESPN. Just go to whatever you're doing in football, bro. You can stay there. We don't need you. We don't need you. Just stay over there, bro. You're not even worth actually commentating anymore, bro. I'm cool with fucking Corey Grace and Michael Cole and who is this? What is his name? Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett. I don't mind those four. Pat McAfee, he's not even needed, bro. Get him the fuck out of here, bro. Honestly. Brandon says, by the way, Brandon, welcome to the stream. I appreciate you coming. This is literally Cody Rhodes and John Cena story all over again. Yeah, but the thing is, at least, the story wasn't that bad heading to WrestleMania because there was nothing that was gonna screw them. Like, we thought The Rock was gonna come in WrestleMania and fucking screw things up. And no, it ended up being the shittiest main event in the last fucking 2 decades, bro. So it wasn't as bad as this year. This year's even worse when it comes to a main event match like this, bro. This year's even worse, bro. So yeah, fortunately, bro. Anyways, let's move on to night 2. Night 2, it's here, so let me get it for y'all. And let's get out of this depression that we're having right now with this match, and let's get something very exciting. Let's get something very exciting for everybody here. Y'all ready? Bam. Over Femi, Brock Lesnar. First time ever. Night 2 should have been the main event in my honest opinion, bro. Like, I prefer this to be the main event over whatever the fuck is happening with Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, bro. This, I don't mind this to be the main event at all. This has been fucking booked absolute perfect. Just perfect. The best storyline going on right now on WWE television, bro. They don't have to fucking fight. They don't have to touch each other. They don't have to talk that much. Just fucking build intensity. All you needed was 2 promos in one night. That's all you needed. Because that's all they can bring to that's all they have to bring to the table. You don't have to like go every week and fucking talk. No. All in one night is all you needed. and the fans are so invested in this match. It is absolutely incredible. Can't believe that we're getting this match. We're actually getting it at WrestleMania. I'm fucking pumped for this match, bro. I'm fucking pumped. It's just a shame that it's not main eventing one of these main event shows. One of these shows at WrestleMania. But for an ESPN, bro, I don't mind it, bro. It's fucking great. Alright, Alex, I'm gonna start with you on this one. Femi, Brock Lesnar, first time ever. Who do you think's gonna win? And why?
I think I'm gonna go with Femi, man. He needs to win this match. That promo that he cut on Monday night. If you tell me this man came out there and cut that promo on the Monday Night Raw on the Go Home show before WrestleMania, if this man came out, cut this promo, and have that man lose to Brock Lesnar, there would be some serious problems. And WWE has already made enough bad credit decisions this year. This would easily be one of their worst. This year. If they have this man come out and lose to Brock Lesnar. So Femi needs to win this match right here.
Done and clear. Just like that. Boom.
Yeah.
Femi. Look. The thing is, Brock Lesnar hasn't had any offense right now since the feud started. He hasn't had that much offense. All he did was a little bit, but like he didn't stood tall on any of these shows. On any. It was all Femi. Femi has had all the momentum heading to WrestleMania. And Brock Lesnar hasn't had any. And that kind of concerns me, honestly. That kind of concerns me, bro. Like, are they building this up just to have Femi lose? Now, like, I don't know, man. But at the same time, look, it's his first WrestleMania. You already built Femi perfectly. Like, you already made it into a big-time player. And you had all the offense on Brock Lesnar. So it's like, I'm not going to be that mad if Oba loses. But the thing is, either way, he has to win, bro. Either way, he has to win, bro. Like, you talk about this is the opening match, by the way, for night 2. This is the opening match. You want to kick off night 2 WrestleMania in a major big way? Have this man beat Brock Lesnar in front of freaking, what's it right now? 45,000 people right now by the time that we're speaking. Yes. WrestleMania is still not sold. They still got another 15,000 tickets to sell, bro. So I don't know if they're gonna sell tickets, bro. But there's a reason they haven't been selling tickets. The stories outside of that have been fucking shit, bro. The stories outside of that. It's not as good as last year. And plus, you're going back to back years in Las Vegas. It's like, well, nobody's trying to go to Las Vegas at all after their first year. They're trying to go to somewhere else. I can guarantee you, if this was in New Orleans, absolutely it will sell out, bro. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No question about it. Don't care how if the product could be a little worse and this and that. WrestleMania New Orleans, indeed sellouts, bro. Indeed. But they haven't Las Vegas, and this is their issue, bro. They already know what's happening now in Las Vegas. It's like, I ain't trying to go there again, bro. I was this close to going to Vegas, but then when I saw the production, bro, I'm like, bro, nah, bro, it's not worth fucking buying tickets, bro. I'm sorry. I'd rather go to Saudi Arabia, bro. Whether you like it or not, bro. I'd rather go to Saudi Arabia next year, bro. Honestly, bro. Seriously, bro.
Oh.
I'd rather go to Saudi Arabia because at least it's a new place to go. And it's an actual crazy spectacle that you will see next year at WrestleMania. Because you know they're going to put a ton of money on that show at WrestleMania, bro. They're going to put a ton of money on that show at WrestleMania. The stage, pyro, the names that are going to be there. They're going to have everything on that show. The fans that's my only issue, though. The fans is the only issue. Because
you actually going to hop on a flight from Puerto Rico and go to Saudi Arabia for WrestleMania.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I mean, if the product actually gets better, I wouldn't mind it, bro. Honestly, bro. If it actually gets better. That's only if it gets better. That's only if it gets better. If it gets better, I don't mind going to Saudi Arabia, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Me and my brother already discussed this, bro. And we were like, might as we rather go to Saudi Arabia more than a second time in Las Vegas, bro. Honestly,
Ah,
and I feel like I don't know if I'm alone in this, but if you're alone, if I'm alone, so be it. Fuck it, bro. I don't give a fuck. They can say whatever they want, but uh, it's gonna be a big spectacle. The place there is fucking insane, by the way. You're gonna see what a crazy ass place is over there. And the spectacle itself, I think it's gonna be fantastic, in my honest opinion. I mean, you saw it for the Rumble. The Rumble stage was one of the best Rumble stages in history, in my honest opinion. So if they can do that for the Rumble, imagine WrestleMania, bro. Imagine WrestleMania. That's just the Rumble. A big stage like that. Imagine WrestleMania. Just saying, bro. Just saying. Just saying. But yeah, back to this. I'm going over Femi, bro. I'm going over Femi on beating Brock Lesnar. I think over Femi should be Brock Lesnar. Get him elevated. Get him going. He's the next top guy. He's the biggest character you have right now outside of Roman Reigns. And all these people. All these big names. He is the biggest guy that he can rely on right now for the next couple years. The man's not even in his 30s yet. That is the scariest part. He is not even in his 30s, bro. Not even in his 30s. Can you imagine that? Not even in his 30s.
wow. Wow.
He's
That's
gonna
great.
go wild. He's gonna go wild, bro. He's gonna go wild in his career, bro. I cannot wait, bro. Hopefully, Femi wins. I'm excited for this match. Hopefully, this is not a 5-minute squash. None of that bullshit. I want to see these guys go at least 10 minutes, bro. At least 10 minutes. If they go 10 minutes, so be it. I'm cool with it. But at least they gotta bring the intensity, bro. I don't want to see German suplex, F5, finishing move. No. I want to see a real wrestling match between these two. I'm really hoping. But you know, Brock Lesnar, that's the scheduled routine, bro. You head into the match, German suplexes F5, goodbye, bro. That's all Brock Lesnar does. Nah, Brock Lesnar's not going 30 minutes, bro. I'm sorry. He's not going 30 minutes. Probably the max, I would say 15. 15. But the minimum they should go, 10 minutes. So hopefully they do that. Anyways, but the entrances, you gotta keep in mind, the entrances might take on like at least 15 minutes, bro. You gotta keep that in mind. It's over Femi Brock Lesnar, bro. They're gonna take 15 minutes. And plus over Femi, like we're doing this and stuff like that. I mean, and plus Brock Lesnar too. They're gonna take ages. So we'll see. Anyways, let's move on to our next match. I'm gonna get this out of the way, bro. Unfortunately, bro. I'm sorry to wait. Sorry, my fault. Not to put it here. Let's put it here instead. Let's put it here actually. I'm so retarded. Anyway, let's put it here actually. Unfortunately, we got this match on the card, bro. Unfortunately, we got this match on the card. So let's put this right here, bro. Unfortunately, bro. Let me put it in the middle. And there we go. Yes, unfortunately, this match is on the fucking card. Rhea Ripley and Jay Cargill. I understand why they did this. It's probably one of the biggest matches that you can do right now on the roster, on television right now, and any PLEs. But bro, this feud has been fucking garbage, bro. Absolute hot basura garbage, bro. Terrible, terrible television, bro. What they had done every week is say, I'm that bitch, mommy's on top, I'm better than you, blah blah blah, I'm winning that championship, and so be it, etc. And then they added Mishin and BFAB involved in this shit. I don't know why Jay Cargill needs some sort of a backup. I don't understand. When those two are not even that great on when it comes to promos. But yeah, you got 3 people who are not even B plus in promos, bro. Just great, bro. And I just don't get it, bro. I'm like, bro, you could have done so much better with this. Look, what Stephanie in with have right now, that's what they're missing. That's what they're missing. They're missing everything that feud has, bro. Everything that the feud between Stephanie and With has, that's what Rhea and Jade have been missing. Because right now it is as cold as shit, bro. It is as cold as shit. I don't understand why, bro. But the thing is, who wins here? Who wins here? I'm gonna start with this one. Who wins here? And here's the thing. you literally just started this faction between Jay Cargill and Mishin and BFAB and then Roos afterwards. But the thing is, look, this also goes with Stephanie Vaquer. Look, a big loss at WrestleMania is not gonna fetch you. It's only your third WrestleMania match. You haven't lost at WrestleMania, so you need a big loss at WrestleMania. So I'm like, I don't mind Rhea Ripley winning, and I think Rhea's gonna win. Actually, I think Rhea's gonna win. Rhea should go over against Jade. Is the match gonna be good? Depends on Jay Cargill, honestly. It literally depends on fucking Jay Cargill. Because if Jay Cargill cannot do her parts, bro, I don't know what will. Because Rhea Ripley is going to have to carry Jay Cargill through this entire match, bro. I feel bad for Rhea, but she has to carry Jay Cargill into this match, especially on the biggest stage. So Jay Cargill better bring her A game when it comes to WrestleMania, or this is going to be a fucking disaster, bro. That's all I'm going to say, bro. So Rhea Ripley wins, new champion, and I think Jay gets her first big loss at WrestleMania. So, Alex, with that being said, who do you think is going to win and why?
Oh God. I actually don't have Rhea winning.
Oh, okay.
I think Jade is gonna retain and I really think they want to be. I think they're waiting on Bianca to come and get the belt off Jade. I don't think Rhea's gonna win the match, and I could see Jade retaining. Would I be mad at Rhea won? No, of course not. But I just don't see it happening. I think they're gonna wait on Bianca at the earliest SummerSlam. It's when they take it. It's when Bianca takes it off Jade. I think they're waiting on Bianca to come back and beat Jade for that belt.
What if Bianca returns to WrestleMania and brings back up
If
to
she's
Rhea?
here and backs up Rhea,
Yeah,
nah, that would be a downgrade for her.
because look, it's a 3-on-1. I mean, you know, BFA's gonna be there, Mish is gonna be there, at ringside.
You said back up Rhea. Hold on, I thought you said back up Jade.
Yeah,
I'm like,
what I'm trying to say is, look, at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Look, WrestleMania.
okay,
Look, Mishin and BFAB will both be at WrestleMania. I can guarantee that. They will both be at ringside trying to cost Rhea the championship. So I feel Rhea needs backup here. And no better backup right now, honestly, than Bianca Belair right now, honestly. Have her return to WrestleMania. And actually cost Jay the championship, and boom, Rhea wins the championship. So, and you start the feud there between between Jade and Bianca. And it's SummerSlam. I think I see that, honestly. I think I see that. And Bianca's getting close to getting clear, actually. Bianca's getting close to getting clear. So if Bianca gets cleared, might as well be at WrestleMania. So I think it's gonna happen there. Who knows? So you're going with Jay, by the way? You're going with Jay? Alright. So you're going Jay, I'm going Rhea. I think it's gonna happen actually. I think Bianca's actually gonna make a presence there at WrestleMania. If not, then beat Rhea Ripley. And beat Rhea Ripley beating Jay Cargill somehow. So we'll see. But anyways, let's move on to a next match on this card. Let's move with let's do this one actually. Let's do this one. Alright. Trick Williams, his first WrestleMania match on the card in his career, challenging Sami Zayn for the United States Championship. There's a lot of people who have mixed reactions about this. And I want to start with you on this one. What are your thoughts about this match? Is this the right move? Is this the wrong move? Who do you think is going to win either way? And why?
Yeah, this is the wrong move by having Sami Zayn go out and beat Carmelo Hayes for the United States Championship. weeks before WrestleMania, you take the United States Championship off of Carmelo Hayes to put it on Sami Zayn to run Sami versus Trick, and you can add Carmelo to the WrestleMania card. This is what you're telling me. So you leave off someone that's been busting their ass for a while to get an opportunity. And you tells me he gets a short end of the stick. Give me this is not. I would have been okay if this was a triple threat, adding Carmelo to the match. But my prediction here, man, give me Trick winning the championship.
Absolutely going that way. We're going Trick Williams too.
Trick is on a roll right now. He's riding that momentum. He's got a little hot streak going. Let's not ruin that. So let's have Trick Williams win the United States Championship at WrestleMania.
Absolutely. I'm going Trick Williams too. I think Trick Williams should absolutely win that championship. No reason for Sami Zayn to win and retain a WrestleMania. It doesn't make sense at all. I think this should be the start of Sami Zayn finally rethink about himself and actually think about, damn, bro. I mean, what now? What now for Sami Zayn? So it's like, yeah, rethink about yourself. Like, look, it's not even the end game for Sami Zayn. The end game should be the WWE Championship. So I feel like he doesn't need this win right now, and I think he should go like on a rethinking of, man, I was the Trick Williams at WrestleMania, and I mean, I thought I was happy with this, and he's not. And yes, not the move that we all wanted. Carmelo should have been in here. Carmelo should have been at WrestleMania. Like, I can't imagine. I just can't imagine being Carmelo Hayes right now. You are the best wrestler right now in 2026, putting on banger after banger matches every week on SmackDown, and you're not on the WrestleMania card. You're not on the WrestleMania card. What does that tell you? I mean, working hard gives you nothing in rewards? Crazy. And he missed the last two WrestleManias, by the way. I think he was already on the main roster in 2024 by the time WrestleMania came in. He missed that WrestleMania. And then last year, he once again missed WrestleMania. Instead, he won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which is meaningless. It doesn't give you anything. And then this year, once again, he's not even on the WrestleMania card. What does that tell you about Carmelo Hayes? They just don't care, bro. They really just don't care. And I know, I understand. They want to put Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes into this great, intense feud and this long-awaited feud. But why didn't they do it at WrestleMania, though? Why didn't you do it at WrestleMania? You could have just started this feud in fucking January at the Rumble when Trick Williams debuted it. Look, you could have just had Trick Williams debut against Carmelo Hayes, and then from that point on, you could have just had these two go at it and fucking have a feud between each other all the way into WrestleMania, because the story is already there. It's just continued the feud. The story started in NXT and the fucking being fantastic. All you had to do is continue the feud from January or to WrestleMania, and that's it. Carmelo would have had this match against Trick Williams, and people would have been excited. But no, you gave us Sami Zayn instead against Trick Williams, bro. And you want to save Carmelo Hayes versus Trick Williams for later. By the time that we get there, I don't know, people will care about Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams match for US title. I don't know. I don't think people will care that much unless it is right now. I just don't. So, yeah. Unfortunately, this is not the match that we want, but yes, Trick Williams, hopefully he wins, and it should be the right decision to win. One of the matches that I'm not even looking forward to most, I'll be honest with you. It's not as bad as Rhea versus Jade. Levels bad. But I can't see to care that much, honestly. But yes. Let's move on to the next match. This right here, another match I'm looking forward to most. Another match I'm looking forward for this weekend. And it's the ladder match for WrestleMania. So let me put it a little bit closer so I can see a little bit better. So yeah. Let me put it a little closer here. Alright, here we go. Boom. 6-pack ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. My goodness, this is gonna go crazy, bro. This is gonna go crazy. I cannot wait for this. Another match I can't wait. And I like all those AEW sickos. You want to see wrestling? This is wrestling for you, bro. This is gonna be an instant certified classic. Certified classic we're gonna have here, bro. We got Dragon Lee. We got Rusev. We got a returning Rey Mysterio, who just returned from injury. JD McDonagh, Penta, and a first-time WrestleMania in Javon Evans, bro. You know what's funny about this? You got the oldest guy under well, not the oldest guy on the roster, but Rey Mysterio is the oldest guy on this WrestleMania card on both nights. Javon Evans is the youngest guy. Actually, not the youngest guy, but I just don't want to count Speed. I mean, Speed is literally not a current competitor. But Javon Evans is the youngest competitor, full-time competitor. Full-time, part-time, doesn't matter. But he's literally the youngest main roster guy on the show. And Rey's the oldest. And Javon literally wanted a match with Rey at some point. And look, he's getting it right now. Boom. At WrestleMania. And he's actually going to get Rey Mysterio in the ring on the biggest stage. You gotta feel happy for Javon, man. Like, Javon Evans, man, he's been having a good run, man. Ever since January, they've been doing a pretty good job with Javon Evans, building it up a little bit. And I think he's going to be a bright star in the future, man. Like, this is just a start. Who's going to win, though? That's the question. And I'm going... This is a tough one, honestly. I'll be honest. This might be a tough one. But I'm going with Penta. I'm going with Penta on this one. Penta retains the championship. I kind of wanted Rusev too. Because, look, Rusev is cold as fuck right now. But he finally got some momentum last Monday. Finally, after God knows how long, he actually had some momentum when he beat the shit out of everybody in the ring. But Rusev hasn't had that much momentum, so that's why I can see Rusev win. But I don't mind Rusev winning the Intercontinental Championship. I just don't mind it. But right here, I think Penta should keep going with the Intercontinental Championship. His title reign just started last month, so I just feel like it's a little too early to drop the title for Penta. And I think Penta should just continue his title reign. I know people want Javon Evans though. I know people want Javon Evans too. But the thing is, don't feel bad or don't feel sad that Javon loses. I mean, look, this is his first Mania match. And they're just fucking 21 years old. About to be 22. So it's like, I know they wanted to do, you know, like a Zack Ryder type of thing and fucking have him win the Intercontinental Championship like they did like 10 years ago. And one of the most shocking things ever that's happened. But it's not going to be the case with Javon Evans. But he's going to have a heck of a showing. I mean, with Javon, Rey, Dragon Lee, Penta, even JD, everybody involved, they're going to go crazy. But I'm going Penta winning. Penta's going to retain that championship. So yeah. Alex, what do you think about this match? Who's going to win and why?
I'm gonna have Penta retain right here. I almost went with Javon, but I'm like, oh, it's too early for him. So I gonna say Penta to retain. I think Penta he deserves like a little bit more longer reign with the IC title. But Rusev is also a good candidate. You know, Dragon Lee is also a good candidate. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Penta to retain. Javon's too early, but you know, all six of these guys should have a great showing. So yeah, it will be a fun match. It could potentially be a show stealer, but I'm gonna go with Penta to retain.
I think Rey Mysterio is just there just to make the match more exciting. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't mind it. Like, he's my favorite, and I'm happy that he's there. He has no reason to win, though. That's just my opinion. He doesn't need the Intercontinental Championship at all. He's only really been 2 times Intercontinental Championship. So if you want to see Rey as champion, go back to 2009. He was already champion there, and he had a decent title reign, having some cool matches with Dolph Ziggler and Chris Jericho, and even John Morrison. Don't forget about that classic they had on SmackDown between Rey and John Morrison. Right, I recommend y'all to watch that. But yeah, Ray is just there because he's the experienced guy. He is gonna bring more excitement to this match because, of course, I mean, you need like at least a start there. I mean, Ray is everything that you need for a start. So Ray will absolutely checkmark everything that it belongs to a start. So Ray, perfectly done to be added there. He's not gonna win, but he's gonna make the match more exciting. And plus, I want to see Ray hold that interest that he couldn't do last year. You know, last year was supposed to do the pop-up entrance, the jumping out of the sky. I want to see it this year.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to see it this year. I think that'll be fantastic. I know he's 51 years old. He's not old anymore. I mean, hopefully he doesn't break a fucking leg when he fucking jumps there from the fucking pop-up stage. But
Yeah.
for one final time, seeing the WrestleMania, I think that'll be pretty cool. So hopefully they do it this year. And it will actually mark, I think this is going to be 30 years since the first mask that his current maker, Hayashi, which he made his first mask for Ray 30 years ago. And now 30 years later, he's going to make a brand new mask for Rey Mysterio. So that's kind of a cool thing to think about. Like, 30 years ago, you made his first mask for Ray, and now 30 years later, you're going to get another mask for Ray. That's going to be fucking sick. I cannot wait. We're going to have to wait and see how that goes. But yeah, Penta's winning, and it's going to be, definitely has the potential to be a show stealer. Probably the match of the weekend, if you ask me. Probably the match of the weekend. So yeah, moving on to the next match. Let's get into this match. Dirty Dom Mysterio, Rey Mysterio's son, taking on the Demon, Finn Balor. Another solid match on this card. It's not. I mean, look, it would have been more exciting if they brought the Demon like at WrestleMania. If they announced the Demon at WrestleMania, I would have been more excited. But they already announced the Demon. It's just like, yeah, they already spoiled things, and it's not even gonna get like tickets going, like ticket sales going and increasing. I think it's gonna be the same either way you announce it or not. So I feel like, what the hell do you need Finn Balor, the Demon, to be announced before WrestleMania? If you could have just done the WrestleMania, it would have been way cooler moments. So we've been excited. Dom would have fucking shit himself watching the Demon Finn Balor, and boom, there it is. But now it's like you already told us, and it's like fans already losing interest in this match because we're already spoiled things. But I'm not. I'm actually cool with what's happening right now. The story's there. I mean, it's finally time for Dominic to go on himself and not need help from somebody like Finn Balor, who's already done pretty much everything that is needed to do. But yeah, if I had to say somebody, I mean, look, it's the Demon. I mean, the Demon cannot lose again, bro. And especially against Ray's son, bro. Come on. The Demon should not be losing at all. And especially against Dominic Mysterio. So I feel like the Demon is definitely going to win this match. It's going to be a good match. Absolutely, it's going to be a good match. What happens afterwards? Definitely have no idea where they go with this. I don't know what's next for Finn. Don't know what's next for Dominic. Maybe they do something with with Dominic and JD. I have no idea. Unless Dominic wants to go for Rey Mysterio, who knows? I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going to happen between these two. Maybe finally Finn Balor goes after World Championship. I kind of want to see that, honestly. So it's whoever wins the WrestleMania, hopefully Finn Balor goes after World Championship, because I want to see Finn Balor as a World Champion sooner rather than later, because I don't think Finn Balor doesn't have that much time in the ring. I think he wants to call retirement soon, at some point in the future. But if you ask me, Finn Balor still has, honestly, another 10 to 15 years. If you ask me, he still was in phenomenal shape, honestly. But Finn Balor, we're going to see what happens. But I think Finn Balor is winning at WrestleMania. So yeah. Alex, with that being said, what do you got in this match and why?
I'm going to go with Finn Balor. There's no way the first match back in this Demon gimmick in 3 years. Has it been? Yeah, it's been 3 years. No way. In his first match back as the Demon, he should lose. He should easily win this match against Dominic. Match should be good, but he should win this one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go with the demon, Finn Balor.
All right. So yeah, I think we all agree on that with Finn Balor winning. So yeah. Brandon says this is really good. John Cena storyline. I already saw that already. Holy, after Randy wins his 15 World Championship, he RKO's Pat McAfee. I mean, if he RKO's Pat McAfee, I mean, that'll be funny. But at this point, I mean, look, I just don't want to see Pat McAfee on my television. I'm sorry, bro. I just don't want to see Pat McAfee on my television. I just want it gone, farther than I ever could imagine him go. I just want it gone, honestly. I just need it gone. So, yeah. Let me see over here. Washington win this next, Nathaniel. Will you guys be shocked if Brock wins? Will I be shocked? No. I wouldn't be shocked if Brock wins, honestly. Because he hasn't had any momentum. He hasn't had any offense on Femi. So it's like, if they're going to do offense on Femi, it's probably going to be a WrestleMania. So, there's that. Bianca returning to OJ? Yeah, sure. And everyone's going with, Jovan and Penta. There's a misreaction there. And Edge wanted to put over Finn at WrestleMania, but Vince said no. Wait, so you're saying it was a Vince decision, that's why? That's crazy. That was a Vince decision? Oh. Can imagine that. I mean, look. Finn Balor, he should have won that year, bro. He should have beat Edge at WrestleMania. There's no reason a regular Edge. We're talking about regular Edge. He beats Finn Balor, the Demon, at WrestleMania. That was probably one of the stupidest decisions they made that year, having Edge beat the Demon. You basically destroyed the Demon on that night. That's why we haven't seen it yet. That's why we haven't seen it in over 3 years. Because of this major loss that he had against Edge. Stupid, honestly. But I'm glad the Demon's back. We'll see if they can capitalize on what they've been missing. So, we'll see. Anyways, we made it to the final match of the show. This is the main event of the show. And I'm going to give it to you guys just about now. So, I think y'all know where I'm going with this. So, let's put the picture here. And bang. Main events of the WrestleMania weekend. CM Punk defending the World Heavyweight Championship against the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. There is a lot of misreactions with this. People want Punk, people want Roman. They both, the fans want both, but there has to be one. And now I don't know about you, man. This is gonna be a tough one. I'll be honest. This is actually gonna be a tough one. Very tough one to decide. And I want to start with you on this one. This could be an interesting one. So, with that being said, main event of the show, Punk and Roman. What do you got?
This is unpredictable for a little bit unpredictable, but honestly, I think CM Punk should retain. I don't think Roman should win the belt back because if Roman Reigns wins the championship, and I know I said I had the Usos coming into play on this, then they're gonna get the bloodline back together, and it's gonna be the same old, same old. I'm like, no. CM Punk should retain the championship because he's actually there full time. He's actually there every week. You're gonna go and you're gonna put the championship on Roman just for him to disappear for a couple weeks. Hey y'all, I'm here. Okay, bye y'all. I'm gonna see y'all in like 3-4 more weeks. All right. No, that's bad for business.
Mm-hmm.
You really think Roman Reigns should win Sunday? Roman Reigns was champion for over 1,000 days. We already been there, done that with Roman Reigns as 1,000 days as champion. Roman Reigns has spent basically from that time period. Roman Reigns was champion for almost 4 years during that time period. And you're telling me you're gonna go and you're gonna have Roman Reigns beat CM Punk and do the same thing over again? No. I'm not having that.
That's anything else you have to say?
No. That's it. But CM Punk should retain.
I'm going with CM Punk. Going CM Punk on this one. There's no reason. If Roman Reigns is going to continue being a part-timer like he's always been for the last few years now,
Yeah.
if he's going to continue being a part-timer, I don't want to see him as champion. If he's going to be a full-timer for a few months, sure, put in the title on Roman Reigns. But right now, he is as it is, still part-timer, will always be for the rest of his career, and that's how it's going to turn out for the rest of his career. So with that being said, CM Punk should retain the championship just because of the fact that he's a full-time competitor and he's there every single week on Monday Night Raw. No reason for Roman Reigns to win, only if he's going to work full-time. So we're going to have to wait to see if Roman Reigns can actually work full-time. But, him and WWE, they're not going to do that, bro. Come on, fam. They're not going to do that. So, CM Punk, last year he lost. But so did Roman. But who needs this more? Roman's already won a ton of WrestleMania main events. He won a ton of main events already. How many main events has CM Punk won? Zero.
Yeah.
This should be the night CM Punk finally wins his biggest. This actually his biggest match of his career. Actually, this might be the biggest match of CM Punk's career, and the most important match of CM Punk's career. You want to solidify your legacy as one of the tops in the game? This is what I want. CM Punk has to beat Roman Reigns, and it's a match gonna be good. Absolutely will be. I don't know why people are saying, this might be, it's gonna be slow. This could be this, this could be that. But look, it's not. I mean, whether you like it or not, these two are gonna tell some great story in the ring. They're gonna tell some great story in the ring, and this one of the things that most of these WrestleMania matches don't have, and that's like some story out there. And I want to go back to what Nathaniel said. He said, "Do you want The Rock interfering in the Punk vs. Roman match?" In this case, it does make sense. It does make sense, but here's the thing. Is The Rock gonna be there? I don't know, because, I don't know if you heard, Alex, The Rock is in Las Vegas. Actually. The Rock is in Las Vegas.
No.
Recently, we saw The Rock in a...
Oh.
The Rock is in Las Vegas. And he was in a... I don't know if it was a TV show, something like that. At a random show they had in Las Vegas today, actually. So yes, The Rock is in Las Vegas. The question is, though, is he showing up at WrestleMania? I have no idea. Because, The Rock, he's always going to troll us, bro. He's always going to troll us. He may be at this event, he may be at this area, he might be at this area, he might be this area, but he might not show up when it matters, though. So I don't
Needs to go
know.
home.
I don't know what's going to happen. But if The Rock does come back, this might be basically where everything kicks in for next year's Saudi Arabia. And The Rock could cost Roman Reigns. Well, not even that. I don't think he has to cost Roman Reigns. Probably, if they're gonna have The Rock involved, just run the match normally as they should. Have Punk retain. Roman stays in the ring. Boom, The Rock returns, and that's how you set up Roman Reigns and The Rock next year WrestleMania. The Rock was to play the long game. This 1 year long game all the way to WrestleMania next year. So when the match is over between CM Punk and Roman Reigns, they might do just that. So is that actually gonna happen? Probably not. That's just my opinion. But that's just an idea that might turn out if he actually does show up in Las Vegas. Because he's actually there. The question is he actually going to be at the show? That's the question. So I don't know if they're going to actually start it up there. So we will have to wait and see. But if it has to start at some point, I guess to WrestleMania. And boom, Rock returns to WrestleMania. and goes face to face with Roman and start the feud there. So we can start the official feud between Roman and Rock. And Roman Reigns can retire Dwayne The Rock Johnson for good. And we have to see his ass again. So we'll see. But yeah. If I have to say like my actual prediction though, CM Punk wins. The show ends with CM Punk winning the championship. And boom. Turn off the television. And that's what it should be. No need for The Rock here if he's gonna fuck things up like you already did with Pat McAfee. So I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, all the matches are now discussed. We are ready for WrestleMania. Walking for WrestleMania. Not watching SmackDown though. SmackDown's gonna be a bathroom break, so nobody's watching that shit. Yeah. But WrestleMania's already walked in. We are ready for this weekend, and I hope you guys are too. So yeah, get ready for a 4.5 hour full professional wrestling on both nights. So be ready for that. It's gonna be a little exhausting, but at least it starts early. So it starts at 6. So yeah. With that being said, Alex, do you have anything else you want to add on before we head out of here?
Nah, man, it's late. It's almost midnight in the East Coast, but I just hope they deliver on this year's WrestleMania after the lackluster build and the lackluster television we have gotten. I just hope they deliver this year, because if they don't deliver, then yikes, you're gonna have a whole nother conversation coming.
AEW, bro. You gotta be watching, bro. Yeah. Just saying, bro. Like,
oh yeah.
If they don't deliver WrestleMania, bro, Tony Khan needs to watch this, and it's like, bro, take fucking advantage of the situation and puts on some fucking good television, bro. Please, for the love of God, bro. I know you fucked it up with Darby, bro. But, bro, you still got the rest of the year, bro. You still got the rest of the year. And what the fans want? Some fucking good television. And if WWE's not working, AEW needs to get going, bro. Just saying, bro. Because maybe fans will start watching more AEW more than they watch WWE. But that's all depending on what happens at WrestleMania. So we'll see. Nothing else says here. If The Rock costs CM Punk the match, Alex, will you be mad? What do you think, Alex? Will you be mad, actually?
No, I mean, yeah. I would.
You would? Right.
Yeah.
Let me see here. In my case, I will have mixed reactions just because of the fact that he didn't show up last year at WrestleMania when he should have, and now he's gonna show up this year. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. But anyways, do you guys think Triple H will be fired from creative? This product goes worse than what it is now. I mean, right now it's so bad. It's probably, I can compare this to 2018, 2019 fucking WWE creative and shit. But yes, it's Triple H and WWE creative don't get it together for the rest of the year, bro. Triple H is gonna be fired from fucking creative 18 years from now. Wait, 18 years from now. Oh shit. Wait, in 18 years, I don't know if he'll probably be in the 70s. Jesus Christ. My fault. 18 months, I meant. 18 months. 18 months from here, I don't know if Triple H will be running creative anymore. I think it will be somebody else out there in The Rock's fucking team. You know, The Rock has his own creative team and his own team. So they're probably gonna have one of The Rock's creative teams. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see if they actually do it, which I hope not. So I hope Triple H actually gets his shit together and actually fucking puts some program and actually starts saying no to anything Ari Emanuel fucking says, bro, and whatever TKO says. Like, you're the head of TKO, you got the first shot, whatever they tell you, ignore their fucking asses and fucking do you, bro. Because right now, either it's that or you're getting out of here, bro. Just saying. You're getting out of here. So yeah, with that being said, that's gonna be it from us, from the podcast. I appreciate you guys tuning in for WrestleMania predictions. We have already know WrestleMania will be going on Saturday and Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern. It is a crazy start time for this show. Matthew, I know you just came now But you can go back and watch the rest of the matches that we did talk about. So yeah, there's that. And yeah, you made it a little too late, so I'm sorry. But yeah, you can go back and watch it. And yeah, let us know what you think about this when we start streaming. So yeah, Alex, you'll be streaming, right? You'll be streaming shows?
Yes, I'll be live Saturday and Sunday.
Perfect. I'll be live too, so you can watch both of us on our channels. And yeah, we're gonna try and go on a bang come WrestleMania. So we'll see about that. Edison White will be like, why is The Rock here? Yeah, literally. That'll be Alice's reaction, bro. That'll literally be Alice's reaction. You'll see, like, why is he here, bro? He didn't show up last year and they showing up here. This is like crazy, bro. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, guys. You haven't already. Go subscribe to Alice if you haven't already. These links will be in the description. You can also click on the name tag on the title. You have it already. So yeah, if you have it already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, share the stream with your friends, comment on below what you want to see. Alice, I appreciate you. Even though it's late, but I appreciate you coming into the stream. Thank you so much for the support and coming into the stream and do these opinions and all these analysis come WrestleMania. And yeah, with that being said, guys, you have it already. Subscribe to the both of us. And this is Chris, aka Chris Soup, and that boy Alex. And we'll see you guys on the weekend, starting Saturday for WrestleMania. And by the way, don't forget the podcast on We Call Sports. This is why I'm the champion, and I'm gonna be defending this at WrestleMania, actually, if I can get my predictions right. So hopefully, the predictions that I did tonight, hopefully they pay off, and I retain my championship. Because I'm defending this title, by the way, Alex, against 25 plus people. So 25 plus people are going for my title. So I got a big hunting on my back. And they're trying to get this championship away from me. And I'm not going to wait to happen, honestly. So what you heard tonight, it's indeed going to happen. So we'll see about that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Chris, aka Chris 2, Alex, that boy Alex, and we'll see you guys Saturday and Sunday for WrestleMania. So yeah, goodbye and good night.
Night.
Bam. See you guys later. Love you guys.
Yeah.